Hi everyone, today I'll show you how I cut felt with my Silhouette Cameo and I'm going to show you the blades that I use. So this is CB09 or CB09 and today I'll show you how to prepare the blade, and you have to do this only once and then you may use it like any blades for Silhouette Cameo or Portrait with Curio. So I've got two blades. They actually look alike, but they are a little bit different. So this one I prepared because this one I've been using for maybe 3 years or even more. I recommend you to use this blade because it cuts felt very easily and the blade lasts for a very long time. You may find 3 types of blades. First one, the blade is 30 degrees angle. Next one is 45 degrees, and the one that I use to cut felt is 60 degrees. And these are blades. You have to buy blade holder and blades with the springs. I'll show you how to install the blades. There is no any ruler or marks here on this blade, so before you make your very first cut you need to prepare the blade, and how to do so I'll show you just in a minute. So first install the blade. I'll show you the difference between these two. Okay, first one and second one. You may unscrew here. There is a little magnet which holds the blade. The cups look a little bit different. There is a spring inside of this one, and this one is just a cup. If you purchase the one without the spring, you need to place the spring over the blade. So just take a blade, take off the cup, insert the blade into a holder. Put the spring over the blade, like so, and a cup. Screw the knob here to hide the blade inside the cup. Now slide your finger across until you don't feel the blade. So this will be our 0, like here. Okay, and I will put it aside. Next one with the spring inside. Here you don't need to put the spring, another one, over the blade. So just take a blade, take off the cap, insert the blade into the cup, and put the cup on the holder. Again, screw the knob to hide the blade. Okay. If you own Silhouette Cameo 1 or Cameo 2, like I do, then you need to shorten this length of the blade holder. If I take my ratchet blade and I will compare them. Look, this one is a little bit longer, actually 1 millimeter longer than the ratchet blade. And if I install the blade as is in the housing of the Silhouette, it will touch the mat in resting position. So I need to shorten the distance here. So actually there is approximately 1 millimeter. So you may use any rings that you may find in hardware store, or maybe your husband has some of those. I couldn't use the one that we have because it's very thick. The thickness here approximately 1.5 millimeter, but I need only 1 millimeter. So I just cut these circles with my ratchet blade. The inner diameter is 13.5 millimeters and offset is 2 millimeters. So I just place them like so. Okay, now I may use the blade. Now it's time to mark the ruler here. It's not necessary, but actually I recommend you to do this, so it will be easier to adjust the blade for the cotton felt or any other material. I'm going to use a sticker paper. The first option is to print on your printer. I prepared for you two files. One of them is PDF file, so you just open it and print the ruler on the sticker paper with your printer. Then you need to cut it out manually using the craft knife. Second option, use any pen or permanent marker with the pen holder and draw the ruler with the pen. I'm going to use light grip mat. I will place the paper for the stickers. I will need pen holder, the small one. Okay, so I will sketch using the pen and I will cut with the ratchet blade. Load the mat with the sticker paper. Put the pen holder in housing. And change the pen with a blade. Again, check the blade. Okay, and only then adhere the ruler. And mark using permanent marker where the 0 is, like so. If you don't have sticker paper, then use regular masking tape. You will need a cut 7 millimeters wide and 43 millimeters long. and here mark every 4 millimeters. And write in opposite direction from 0 to 10. 0, 1, and it here on the blade holder. I'm going to screw the knob and until the mark reaches the maybe 12. Yes, 12, like so. One circle and another one. Okay, maybe 12. Okay. I'm using Korean stiff felt. The thickness of it is 1.2 millimeters. Now I'm going to check if the blade is long enough to be able to cut the felt, like so. I don't feel the blade here. I think I will screw a little bit more, like so. Okay, now do first cut manually. Just hold your blade and cut and check. It didn't cut through the felt, so I will screw more, so it will be on 13. Yes, now it's perfect. I'm going to insert the blade into my Silhouette Cameo, and I will do several test cuts just to be sure that the blade cuts precisely and neat. To cut a felt, I will need strong grip mat, felt, lint roller, a brayer for the big pieces of felt and for the small ones, or you may use a tube from the kitchen towels, paper towels. Now I'm going to place the felt on the cutting mat and I will do some test cuts. To insert the blade into the holder, remove the locker, insert the blade and lock it. I'm going to load the mat. Next step is to add custom settings for your new material. If you cut felt with CB09, click on Send. Here in the list you may have felt already. But I recommend you to add new material to set new settings. So click on the arrow and add new material type. Plus, name your material. I'm going to name it felt 1.2 millimeters. I'm going to set force on 33. Speed is on 5, passes 1. If you use CB09, 1 pass will be enough to cut felt. Set blade depth on 10. Next, here, click on this arrow and choose Other. Okay, and force on 33. Click on Save. Okay, so here you will have your custom settings for the felt. Every time when you cut new material, first do test cut. So let's pretend I'm going to cut the felt at the very first time using CB09. So I'm going to click on Send. I will choose here felt 1.2. Okay, and test. Okay, now look. As you may see, the blade didn't cut through the felt, so I'm going to increase the depth. So it was on 13 and I will move it till 14.5. Like so. I'm going to load the mat again. Okay, perfect. Check the mat. If the blade cut through the mat, then you need to decrease the blade depth. But now it is perfect, so I will remember now that to cut felt I need to set the blade on 14.5. I trimmed off the felt from the big roll, and as you may see, it's curved now, so I'm going to iron to make it flat. If you have flat sheet, there is no need to iron it. Using disposable lint roller, clean the felt, remove all the dust. I just cleaned one side and I'm going to place the felt onto the mat. And I will clean another side. And here I'm using a brayer just to adhere the felt to the mat. And here is even less than 1 millimeter, I mean the distance between two circles. So this is the result. As you may see, the cut is very neat and you cannot spot where the start of the cut is and where it ends. And these are numbers. And I want to show you this circle is approximately 2.5 millimeters in diameter from the edge, and look how neat it is. So this is it. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. When you finished cutting, don't forget to cover your cutting mat to protect it from the dust.